President Collins, the faculty and candidates are assembled. These commencement proceedings are now ready to begin. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the Vermont State Song by the Johnson State College Chorale.
You may be seated.
Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the outstanding accomplishments of our music department. The dedicated faculty have prepared our students well. Please join me one more time in showing our appreciation. Good morning. It's a great day to be a Badger. What do you think? All right, it truly is, and it's so very wonderful to be here with you. What a day of celebration. Spring is here, the sun is almost shining. I've consulted a meteorologist, and no rain is supposed to interrupt our ceremony until later this afternoon, so, right? Hundreds of you are becoming alumni of Johnson State College, Badgers for a lifetime. And we are celebrating your ambition, your tenacity, your goal setting, and the successes that put you in a place of honor today. I welcome you, our graduates, and your family and friends who played a role in encouraging and supporting you along the way. I also want to welcome and introduce representatives from the Board of Trustees because they care deeply for the values of our college and the success of our students and graduates. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Chair of the Board, Churchill Hines. And Johnson's very own VSCS trustee, Shavana Bent. I would also like to welcome 3 additional special guests. Again, please stand. Chancellor Jeb Spalding. President Emerita Barbara Murphy. And your commencement speaker, Governor Phil Scott. Thank you all for your longstanding commitment and contributions to Johnson State College and the Vermont State College system. Thank you. Also joining us in our celebration today are our deans and many of the faculty members and staff, both on stage and in the audience, who have made a difference in your experience at Johnson. Will my colleagues please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Faculty and staff undoubtedly will become more important to you as the years go by. You will remember something that they said or that they did that made a difference in your life. You decided to spend part of your academic life at Johnson State College, and that has made all the difference. Or better yet, maybe that will make the difference because much lies ahead for each and every one of you. Johnson State College is different today than when you began your studies, and you are also not the same as when you started here. Indeed, what you have found during your time at Johnson can now be used to a greater good as you go out into the world. Your families will benefit, your communities will benefit, your future employers will benefit. Some of you may make a difference in a public way with an amazing invention or leading an innovative company. Others may make a difference in hospitals and classrooms across our country. Abolitionist and humanitarian Harriet Tubman wisely said, "You have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world." So what started as your personal goals, or maybe your private dreams, can now be unleashed for the betterment of our world. How exciting! What an opportunity to take what is within you and inspire and innovate. Yes, and change the world. Johnson State College is known for having students who serve their communities, who tackle internships, work in area organizations, and many of you have benefited from a head start in some of these projects and plans. You know how to lead by example. You know how to be inclusive. You know how to empower those working alongside of you and coming up from behind you. So exactly how will you change the world? Well, that will unfold. But the world awaits your talents and your energy, and we are so excited to see what you will do and where you will go. I'm certain, however, you will go enabled and energized to succeed. While today is a major milestone, it is just a point along the path of lifelong learning. You have worked hard, but you must seek more opportunities to work hard again and to improve your minds. Abigail Adams once said that learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought with ardor and attained with diligence. Yet, while we know there is much service, learning, and work ahead, today, we must celebrate and we must enjoy every minute. You have earned it. We have enjoyed having you at Johnson State College. We are honored to have you as alumni of this great institution. And no matter where your goals take you, know that you will always have a home and place here. Today is a day of new beginnings. Take what was offered within Johnson State College, now within you, into our world to serve, to lead, and to make it better. I am fully confident you will. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Governor Phil Scott. Governor Scott is a native Vermonter who grew up in Barrie and is a graduate of Spalding High School and the University of Vermont. In 2000, he was elected to the Vermont Senate, where he represented Washington County for 5 terms. During his 10-year service in the Senate, he served as vice chair of the Transportation Committee and chair of the Institutions Committee. Additionally, he served as Vermont's Lieutenant Governor from 2010 to 2017. Please join me in welcoming Governor Phil Scott.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here today, and congratulations to the class of 2018. I know how hard you've worked thus far to get here, so give yourselves a round of applause again. These are the good days. It's really a privilege to be here with you and your families to celebrate this important milestone. I want to start by saying that I cannot, for the life of me, remember who the commencement speaker was when I graduated, or what their message was. So I'm hoping that even if you don't remember that I was here, that you remember the message. The message is the best is yet to come, because it is yet to come. And that's true regardless of what direction you choose to head to. Many of you already know what you want to do. You'll follow that path and it will lead you to great things. And to those of you who aren't quite sure what you'll be doing, here's a little secret. I wasn't always sure either. And there are days when I'm still not sure, but that's okay. I may be governor now, but my path wasn't always straight, and it wasn't always easy. It's still not easy today. When I was 11, my dad passed away due to his wounds he sustained in World War II during the D-Day invasion, leaving my mom to raise 3 rather active boys. And that made my teachers, one in particular, really important to me. That teacher, that was at Spalding High School, that teacher was a guy named Dick Flies. He was my industrial arts teacher. He inspired me enough to channel my love of working with my hands to focus on teaching others that skill. So I went to UVM, wanted to be a tech ed teacher because of my love to build, create, craft, and problem solve. I received my certification to teach, did my student teaching at U32, and then decided it just wasn't what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do was go into business. So I did just that. My first business, by the way, was not far from here. It was in Morrisville, and I had a motorcycle shop there. I did that for a few years before having the opportunity to go back to the family business. So for more than 30 years, I was co-owner of a construction business with my cousin. And believe me, it wasn't something that was just handed to us. When my uncle decided to retire and sell us the company, we encountered a bit of an obstacle. Neither one of us, I was 27 years old at the time. This was a multi-million-dollar business, and we didn't have any money. We were just a couple of hard-working construction guys. So we worked out a deal, an arrangement with my uncle, where we paid him every single week for 20 years. Now, my uncle said he'd never live long enough to see that last payment, but he did. And it wasn't easy during those times, those years, but we never missed a payment. Running a business isn't easy. While enduring those many sleepless nights, and I remember them all too well, wondering how I was going to make payroll, how I was going to pay my bills, where the next job was going to come from. During that time, I became increasingly frustrated with Montpelier, meaning state government. They didn't seem to understand, the legislature didn't seem to understand the day-to-day struggles I faced as a business owner. They still don't, by the way. And then one day, I thought, instead of complaining all the time, instead of complaining so much, maybe I should step up. Maybe I should be part of the solution. So I ran for the Senate, not really knowing what I was doing, but I ran for the Senate, and have worked to be part of the solution ever since. My point is this: you never know what hand you're going to be dealt, where your educational experience is going to lead you. What you can count on, however, is that you will face adversity throughout your life. That's life. And you'll be faced with choices, big and small, every single day. And that's okay, because that's what makes life so darn interesting. My advice to you today is, don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Don't be afraid of pursuing those opportunities when they come along. Try new things. You're going to have to take a few risks, because if you don't put yourself out there, you're really selling yourself short. You of course, will work hard, no matter what you do. There will be times in your life when you question whether you have what it takes. You might think to yourself, there must be someone better out there that's more capable than I am. You may even want to give up after life throws you one of those curveballs that's definitely going to come your way. If you find yourself in that situation, if you hesitate to pursue a dream job or take that risk, keep this quote in mind. It's a quote from hockey great Wayne Gretzky. Some of you probably don't even know who he is, but Wayne Gretzky was an incredible hockey player. He said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Think about that for a minute. You miss every single one of them that you don't take. So take that shot. And even if you don't get what you're shooting for, always be the person who wants it the most, gets to work first, goes that extra mile, because people notice that. I noticed that. And remember, sometimes it's those little things in life that people remember most, the acts of kindness, the things you do in each and every day. When I ran for governor, I said to my team, if I win, we're not going to just focus on what's easy. Well, we've checked that box. Even though we have a great state, and I hope all of you stay here, live here, and work here. It's a great place to live, work, and play. We do face some significant challenges. So I said, after being elected, I was going to have the courage to face those challenges head on. That hasn't made for an easy first term, as I've faced many difficult decisions that will impact all of Vermont. Which brings me to my next piece of advice. Don't shy away from those tough choices. When I'm faced with them, I try to take the politics out of it. I set aside the consequences that I personally might face and think, what's really the right thing to do? Not what's best for the next election or my political career, but what's the right thing to do at this point in time. In fact, this year I faced some of the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make, not only in my political career, but in my entire life. Trying to navigate those complex issues where things aren't necessarily black or white is made even more difficult in an environment where we've become so polarized as a society, where angry, hateful, and vicious social media posts leave no room for conversation or respectful disagreement, and where facts and details no longer seem to matter. But I made up my mind from the start. I wasn't going to do what's easy, but rather what was right. And I wasn't going to get pulled into the mud, because you can't fight hate with hate. Instead, you can set a positive example yourself. I realize not everyone agrees with me on what the right thing is to do or the choices I make. But if I make a decision based on what I believe is best for all and feel confident it's the right thing to do, then it's a choice I can live with. The good news is the life lessons I learned while I was at school still help me to this day. It built my foundation, and I know they will guide you for the rest of your lives as well. Last week, I attended the funeral of former Governor Phil Hoff. It was long before my political time. 20 years ago, I didn't have a political bone in my body, had no interest in politics whatsoever. There are mornings I wake up and I still have that same feeling, by the way. So I didn't have the pleasure of knowing him, and we weren't from the same political party. But I have a great deal of respect for what he did. I want to share a passage that was read at his funeral, an excerpt from a speech President Teddy Roosevelt gave on April 23rd in 1910, but I think it sums up the lessons I've just tried to share, but much more eloquently, of course. So bear with me as I took some liberties to make his comments a little more relevant to all of you here today. This is what he said. It's not the critic who counts, not the person who points out how the strong person stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the person who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he or she fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his or her place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. By being here today and earning this degree, you've shown you can work hard and put yourself out there. So keep that up. As you celebrate the achievement of this day and you start your career or wherever your path leads you, don't stand on the sideline because it's safe. Enter the arena. Whatever that may mean for you, knowing it won't be easy, but knowing you'll do great things or have, at the very least, shown the courage to try. So again, I offer my best wishes on your graduation. Congratulations to all of you. You deserve this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Governor Scott, for that very eloquent speech. It has been the custom at Johnson State College commencements to invite students to speak. Today, we continue that tradition, and it is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Student Government Association President Shavana Bent, a campus-based undergraduate student. Shavana is from Braintree, Vermont. She's receiving a bachelor's degree in biology with a minor in mathematics. Shavana?
Good morning. As the SGA president, I get to welcome the freshman class, and I don't know what's scarier, them or this. But yes, good morning to our friends, family, our honored guests, and of course, my fellow graduates. It's really an honor to be speaking to you on this exciting day, one that we've worked so hard to reach. And we've pictured this moment for so many years, and it's kind of hard to believe that it's already here. For many of us, we started together on our path toward graduation 4 years ago, but there are also those among us that have taken some extra time, 5 or 6, even 8 or 10 years, to be sitting here today. But no matter how long it has taken you to get here, or what path brought you under this tent, the uniting theme today is that we all did it. We are done with our undergraduate careers. Yeah, this is something worth celebrating. We're living in a time where it's harder than ever to find a job without the piece of paper that we're going to receive, and we're preparing to enter the world with a major accomplishment behind us. Because not only do we have that piece of paper that states we know something about one area of expertise, but we've really been given a toolbox of skills to address a variety of challenges. And so today I'd just like to take a look back at the basics to remind us of what grounded us during our time at Johnson and to unpack the skills that we've learned over the years. So going all the way back to the beginning, during orientation weekend, we each received an orange band. And if you're like me, yours is buried somewhere in packing. Margot gave me another one. I promptly forgot it. But we were asked to write a goal for the year on this band, a value that we hold dear, something that we're passionate about, and just ultimately something that would help us guide us through the transition to college and throughout our 4 years at Johnson. And while the values that we selected during that time have evolved as we've grown during our college career, this was our foundation. Find your passion, let it grow. And the second year of our time at Johnson was all about exploration, opening our minds to new ideas and ways of thinking through our Gen Ed program. And our liberal arts education has taught us the critical thinking skills that we need to tackle any problem that might arise in front of us, regardless of our discipline. Throughout that second year, we asked questions, we changed majors, and we narrowed our passions a little bit more. And then junior year, it's all about getting to work. We knew our field of interest, for the most part. Some of us changed our majors second semester junior year, but that's okay. I did too. No matter the field that we studied, we started looking for ways to apply that knowledge that we had gained in the areas that we loved. And the important skill that year was that we learned to forge our own opportunities to use what we learned in the classroom in the real world. And then this last year, senior year, the whirlwind that it's a capstone. Whether it was an amazing internship, performing research, a senior SEM, or a thesis, an art exhibition, or a theater production, we have all demonstrated that we are far more than proficient in our chosen fields, and we've created or experienced something that is going to stay with us forever. And so I'm getting to my conclusion, I promise. As I reflected on writing this speech, I was really in a time of turmoil surrounding finding a job and what I would do next. And when I wrote this, I didn't have one lined up, but I was confident and I am confident that no matter where my next adventure leads, I have the skills I need to be successful. And I'm positive that that's true for all of you too. While we may not know how to address every situation that's thrown at us, Johnson has taught us where our passion lies, how to address problems, ask really great questions, and really importantly, how to ask for help when we need it. And that's one of the reasons that I've loved JSC. It's easy to ask questions, engage with our peers, and think broadly. And the sense of community that's inspired up here on the Hill is something that I am going to miss the most, and I'm sure most of you will too. Our staff and faculty they're dedicated to making sure that each student has what we need to succeed, regardless of the struggles that we may have faced on the road here. And I know that there have been struggles for everyone sitting under this tent. Whether it was a class that we weren't sure we'd pass or that we had to retake, financial problems, mental health, and emotional struggles, we all overcame barriers in our path and made it to this golden moment, not in the sun, but under some clouds. And I know, I wish it was sunny, right? Today is the day to lift those struggles up, and they make the joy so much sweeter, because there has been so much joy in this journey. Whether it was being involved on campus, a really great conversation with friends, passing the exam you were sure you'd flunk, an athletic game that went really well. These are the small moments that make up a college experience and a lifetime. And those are the memories that are going to stick with us much longer than the specific facts and theories that we learned. And so, my friends, it's been an outstanding 4 or more years. We've laughed and we've cried together and everything in between. And I hope that you look back on your time here fondly, you stay in touch with those people who changed your life for the better, and mostly, I hope that you're happy. And I believe the greatest skill that we've learned throughout these years is the ability to make our own paths and our own happiness. So congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Shavana. Our second speaker, Hannah Gracia, an EDP undergraduate student, hails from Essex Junction, Vermont. Hannah is receiving her bachelor's degree in psychology. Hannah?
Hi, guys. Thank you, President Collins. And can we hear it one more time for Shavana's amazing speech? Because that rocked. All right, so before I get started, I just got to say this. I have a couple learning disabilities, and so once in a while I get tripped up over my tongue. I apologize right now if I stutter or restart. Just figured I'd say that all right out in front so y'all don't think I'm crazy. Okay. So I've never really known what to call us. Are we EDP students? Are we distance learners? But I guess it doesn't really matter now that we're graduating, because we're just like everybody else here. We just kind of took the scenic path. Our time in the program, as Shavana said, may have been short, a year or so, to complete the necessary credits, or it may have taken even longer. For me, it's been 4 years here, and then the 4 years at CCV before that, and then 10 years before that when I was finding my way here. Or it may have taken you 10 times longer than that. But we are all here because we are determined to finish what we started. I've heard other speakers from past years talk about this being their first or second time on campus, and about being adult learners. And while that is basically true, a lot of us are older than the average college student, and this may only be our first or second time on campus. This isn't what I think sets us apart. What does set us apart is that we have a strong determination to not let obstacles stop us from reaching our goal. That's not to say those who have gone the more traditional route don't have that same determination. It's just that for most of us in the EDP program, our determination has been tested. Our prior experiences have taught us that we needed to go about things a little differently. For whatever reason, family, jobs, illness, financial, or life in general, we found that we were not best suited for the normal path to a degree. Those obstacles, those reasons, what have you, all gave us an intense, driving desire to reach our goal and push on. Why we wanted our degree doesn't really matter. Why we chose the path doesn't really matter. What does matter is the courage and perseverance that we had to find when there was a hurdle in our way. To be a critical thinker and figure a way out, over, through, or around. I personally have recalculated my route to this goal more times than I can count, but with the strong support of my teachers and advisors, and of course my family and friends, I knew that I had it in me to move forward and push on to that finish line and succeed, just like all of you. And when it got really difficult, like when I needed help figuring out what accommodations I needed to work through my learning disabilities, and when other parts of my life needed to take top priority, my advisors and teachers were there to help me find my way through. On that note, I would like to just take a second to express my personal gratitude and appreciation for every staff member here at Johnson, soon to be Northern Vermont University. No matter what was going on, no matter how many other classes or students needed your attention, every single time I needed something, you were there to support me, and did so with warmth and empathy. Yes, I made this moment happen, but it would have been much harder without all of you. I'm sure my experience is not a unique one, so please join me in giving a big round of applause to show our appreciation to the amazing faculty and staff for all they have done for us. I'm gonna cry. Alrighty, now for me to wrap this up in a nice little bow, if I can do that, we'll see. If I were to leave you with one nugget to hold on to, it would be this. You are stronger than you believe you are. Go forth and conquer your dreams. Obstacles aren't obstacles at all, only small tests of your convictions. You have the proof right here that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. When you find yourself faltering or in need of some guidance, remember this moment. Remember this feeling of pride as you've reached your goal. Use this moment to catapult you over any bump in the road. You are the driver of your own goals. Thank you, and congratulations to us, 2018.
Thank you, Hannah. Our final speaker, Sarah Joe Willie, is a graduate student from Bakersfield, Vermont. Sarah Jo is receiving the Master's of Arts degree in Education. Sarah Jo?
It's an honor to be here today representing our small cohort of graduate students here at Johnson, and to realize, although I actually was an EDP student here many years ago, I sometimes forget that Johnson is more than McClelland Hall down at the bottom of the hill, so this is great. I want to remind everyone that there's no expiration date on your learning, so this is just like one little milestone, but it just kind of can keep going on. And to be here continuing my educational journey as an adult has just been a really powerful experience, and some of my most meaningful growth and discovery here in the graduate program was deeply personal. It began in the very first class I enrolled in, which was Ed Studies, where Dr. McGuff assigned the McAdams Family Narrative Project, which some of you remember. It was just an amazing experience exploring my family narrative. And it was a real catalyst for me, one that brought closure and healing and opened my eyes to possibilities. Possibilities around academics and around asking big questions and around connection that we have as human beings. In my project, Examining Family Narratives, a 3-generation analysis, I explored stories woven through my paternal grandfather, my father, and my own life. You see, the biggest fan in all of my lifelong journey in learning, including this one, was my grandfather, Joe Willie. Gramp came to live with my parents in the fall of 2016 as I was preparing to enter my last year of graduate school here at Johnson. For the first time since I was a child, my grandfather was my neighbor, and that was really an amazing thing. He was a tough New England farmer, but also a philosopher in his own right, and this became more and more obvious to me as I spent time with him during his last months, while simultaneously studying philosophy and engaging in many deep and wonderful philosophical conversations right here with many of these amazing people under the facilitation of Dr. McGuff, who I must say has profoundly changed my life just on a human level. One day I was sitting with Gramp, and our once fluent conversations about life now wandered in and out of coherence as his mind began to slip. At some point in a rather difficult to follow conversation, he looked up at me in a moment of complete clarity and said, "Everybody has a certain magnetism." And it was such a powerful statement that I actually wrote it down on a notebook for a class I was taking. It was a blue notebook, and I wrote it in purple pen. And as soon as I got in my car, because I thought, I'm not sure really what to do with this statement, but I feel like it's really important. I jotted it down. And I'm not a physics expert, but I'm a pragmatist at heart. And I understand that in practice, I understand how a magnet works. I understand because I also have an almost 7-year-old who likes to play with magnetic things. And so I know when we hold two magnets close together with the similar poles facing each other, they repel. But if you flip one around, they stick together. And during my moral philosophy class last summer, I pondered these words more and more again. Everybody has a certain magnetism. You see, because every day we have choices about how we interact with one another, with our friends, with our coworkers, with our acquaintances, strangers, all of them alike. We can't deny our magnetic nature. To be human is to be relational, created for connection, but we are the ones who often get in the way. We just as easily create barriers, seen and invisible, that keep us apart, separated, even isolated from one another through our actions as well as our inactions. Our words, our thoughts, our perceptions, our judgments, our beliefs, they all get in the way. These actions and inactions don't change our magnetism, just our orientation toward each other, a conscious or an unconscious choice of polar orientation that repels. There's a gift, I think, in remembering that everyone has a certain magnetism. In our collective humanity, in our diversity, and in our sameness, in our expansiveness, and in our smallness, we are innately wired for connection. Simple actions and choices activate inexplicably strong forces that draw us together. In a world divided and polarized, may we remember the powerful energy that flows through every single life, both physically and spiritually, and may we honor it through connection. I used to think that this required work, that we had to toil, that we had to strain, but perhaps there is also wisdom in remembering that we're just made for it. And perhaps we just need to flip ourselves around and to let it happen. I don't let my students leave my classroom until they hear me say, go make a difference. Mary Miller knows that. She's one of my former students graduating here today. Hey, Mary. So I want to tell her, and I want to tell all of you, to go out and to make a difference. As we embark on hundreds and hundreds of new journeys here today, both graduates, but every person within the sound of my voice right now, as we embark, may it be so. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Sarah Jo. We're now at the point of our proceedings when we confer degrees. Let's get started.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Art or Master of Fine Arts please rise? President Collins, I have the pleasure of presenting these candidates for the degree of Master of Arts or Master of Fine Arts.
Through the authority of the Board of Trustees of the Vermont State College System, I confer upon you the degree of the Master of Arts or Master of Fine Arts as appropriate in each case, with all the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as responsibilities and obligations appertaining thereto.
Will the master's graduates please come forward? Joseph Achilles. Kristen Broski. Julie Elizabeth Doth. Mary Margaret Fondriest. Sarah Catherine Golden. Allison Page Hayes. Brita Aaron Anderson Hoke. Noreen Hopkins. Rachel Hutchinson. Finley Lausch. Daniel Merges. Oliver Meyer. Samantha Scribner. Leslie Hutton Robinson. Holly Diane Shepard. Angie A. Starr. Bethany Sandra Turnbow. Megan B. Valley. Eloise Thorne Williams. Gregory Binky Davis. Nicholas Nadeau. Chelsea Ann Russell. Sierra Marjorie Smith. Anna Marie Wadlington. Thomas Elliott Wells, Jr. Sarah Joe Willie Marcotte. Melissa Fairgrieve. Will the candidates for the bachelor's and associate's degrees please rise? President Collins, I have the pleasure of presenting these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Associate of Arts, or Associate of Science.
Through the authority of the Board of Trustees of the Vermont State Colleges System, I confer upon you the degree of the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Fine Arts, Associate of Arts, or Associate of Science as appropriate in each case, with all the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as responsibilities and obligations appertaining thereto.
Will the bachelor's and associate's graduates please be seated? Will the graduates within the Behavioral Sciences Department please come forward? Michael D. Anderson III. Anna Ardesh. Kayla Bars. Gabriel Barabee. Chelsea Bingham. Savannah Brianne Bichard. Stephanie M. Bishop. Abigail Casey, magna cum laude. Alicia Castiglione. Serafina E. Shamul, cum laude. Catherine Church, cum laude. Jessica L. Coleman, magna cum laude. Kara Conroy. Allison Noel Campagna, cum laude. Rochelle Cotnoir. Eric Jeffrey Crosby. Alex Michael Cullen. Shannon Beatrice Helen Dando. Alexis Daniels. Jenna Davino. Jasmine Ditchios, magna cum laude. Cassandra Earl. Erica Farnham. Andrea Ferree. Katie Fish. Madison Olivia Garfield. Logan Gracer, summa cum laude. Hannah Gracia, cum laude. Kaylee Hart. Kristen Marie Holcomb. Jacqueline Holmes, magna cum laude. Brandon Hultz. Ethan Hutchinson. Ivy Ann LaFlamme. Jennifer Ann Hayden. Courtney LaFave. Samantha Nicole Ledwith. Samuel McDowell. Ian McKean. Abigail Lynn McRae. Kira Moore. Desiree Raquel Penrod, cum laude. Rachel Lauren Nikars. Kayla Marie Ryan. Olivia Scribner. Karina Skorker. Angela Saint Amour. Emily Stearns. Evadne Wilson. Sierra Strait. Callie Tomlinson. Alora Trojanowski. Allison Ruth Van Norden. Tamra Volkert, cum laude. Julie Wright. Taylor Zemlowski. Will the graduates within the Business and Economics Department please come forward? Skylar Adams. Caitlin Bettis. Mary Blanchard, magna cum laude. Camden Selly. Darren Mark Selly. Brittany Lee Chase. Chelsea Delphia. Adrian Elizabeth Derry. Logan K. Devaney. Brandon Doobie. Emma Christine English, summa cum laude. Cher Fall. Justin Freibarger. Kyle David Fontano. Lauren Pauline Goulet, cum laude. Heath Gissinger. Gwendolyn Haygini, magna cum laude. Justin Healy. Harriet Faye Hevron. Rasul Sully Jackson. Dauda Jallo. Jaquan Johnson. Katrina A. Lucier. Shannon McDuff. Sydney McLean Lipinski. Carla J. Messier, summa cum laude. Mary Susan Miller. Jordan Miller. Nicole Monick. Amarie Moulton. Kayla Norton. Coco Nklongo Nagoy, cum laude. Miranda Jo Avett, cum laude. Robert Allen Pierce, Jr. Miranda Paquette, cum laude. Akeem Pottinger. Demetrius Showtime Slade. Shannon Laura Rooney, summa cum laude. Sonia Lynn Walbridge. Vernon Slater. Kenneth Weaver, cum laude. Alex Weld. Alicia M. Wheeler. Sarah Cheyenne Walcott. Marquan Wynn. Will the graduates within the Education Department please come forward? Kylie Lynn Ather, cum laude. Siobhan Caitlin Anderson Judkins. Araceli Derbyshire. Kendra Nicole Darrell. Michelle Doney. Kayla Ecker, magna cum laude. Altira Green, magna cum laude. Ariana Marie Keenan, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Renee Marcoux. Brianna Mercy, summa cum laude. Amy Poor, magna cum laude. Brianna Walsh, cum laude. Will the graduates within the Department of Environmental and Health Sciences please come forward? Benjamin Beers. Shavana Bent, summa cum laude. Hunter Jordan Buffum. Bryn Cairns, cum laude. Bree Carlton. Casey Craig, cum laude. Kyle Joseph Duffy. Becca Farrow. Max Holhubner. Seth Irwin. Micah Jankowski. Reese Keenhold. Amanda Kilty, cum laude. Lilian A. Quadio. Jonathan Layton. Sarah M. Lind. Matthew Arau. Sabrina Marie Roberge. Michaela Chelsea Turner, magna cum laude. Daniel Wilkinson, summa cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Woodward, summa cum laude. Sasha Yazdik, magna cum laude. Will the graduates within the Fine and Performing Arts Department please come forward? Ellen Derry Bowles, magna cum laude. Christopher Brown. Kaylee Morgan Covell, magna cum laude. Ashley Fogg, cum laude. Athena Teresa Fiorioni, cum laude. Joey Gacanti. Dusty Gagne. Jake W. Harnish. Laurel Hubbard Severance. Cody Logan, cum laude. Hunter Mallet. Forrest Wesley Mattern. Michaela Jean Messier. Tegan Pellerin, magna cum laude. Spencer James Perry. Joshua Poland. Joshua Schuler, magna cum laude. Chelsea Staples, magna cum laude. Andrew Paul Tascarella. Christian Wakeman. Colton Gray White. Emily Wright, summa cum laude. Will the graduates within the Humanities Department please come forward? Amber Burke. Dominic Anthony Caforia. Cholina Vanya Marie Lotspeech.
We did it, twin.
Will the graduates within the interdisciplinary programs please come forward?
Oh, here we go.
Kate Abdel Fattah, magna cum laude. Caitlin Applin. Christina Elizabeth Bean, magna cum laude. Amanda Beatty. Kimberly Benoit, cum laude. Shayna Bentley. Jennifer Solger Blanchard. Autumn Bluter. Jessie Rose Brady. Gwendolyn Mary Campus. Heather Rose Davis. Erica Lynn DeRozier, magna cum laude. Faith Perino Du Bois, summa cum laude. Amber Dekowitz. Emily Juanita Fisher. Kirsten Friend, cum laude. Kayla Fraunhofer, summa cum laude. Granger Gosnell. Georgia Hayes. Georgie Hayes. Sarah Castle. Tanya Suzanne Kendall. Donna LaPearl. Susan Lynn Lamb. Douglas Legree. Emily Lester McLean. Kirsten O'Donnell. Autumn Rakowitz. Shannon Leslie Reed. Rebecca Rivard Darby. Ellen Jessica Sheehy. Gifford Slater. Maya Mary Alice Struthers Friedman. Mariana Suman. Will the graduates within the mathematics department please come forward? Wesley Logan Nemeth. Will the graduates within the Writing and Literature department please come forward? Madeline Boyce, magna cum laude. Agatha Onata Fredette, magna cum laude. Jacob Jeffrey Martel Grenier, magna cum laude. Ian Alexander Major. Molly Elizabeth McCollister. Ashley Slayton, cum laude. Hannah H. Stearns. Will the candidates for the Certificate of Higher Education please rise? President Collins, I have the pleasure of presenting these candidates for the Certificate of Higher Education.
Through our partnership with the College Steps program, I'm pleased to confer upon these non-degree students the Certificate of Higher Education. Their work over the past 2 years has not only benefited their own development, it has helped us to further our mission of diversity and inclusion.
Will the Certificate of Higher Education candidates please come forward? Julia Bell Brunner. Tiffany Joy Martinez.
A few final words for the graduating class of 2018. Please keep Johnson's core values close to your heart as you go out into the world. They will serve you well as core tenets for a successful and happy future. I'll take just a few minutes to share these values that, as a set, reflect Johnson State College's ideals and commitments. Be purposeful in continuing your own intellectual growth and development. Remain open to diverse points of view. Recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Accept responsibility and obligation with self-discipline. Support your communities through service to others. And remember to share and celebrate your well-earned successes along the way. At this time, will all graduates please stand? We will now proceed with a ceremonial moving of the tassel. Graduates, at this time, please move your tassel from the right to the left-hand side of your mortarboard. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present Johnson State College's graduating class of 2018. At this time, I invite all those who are able to remain standing to join us and join the Johnson State College Chorale in the singing of our alma mater.
please be seated until the platform officials, faculty, and graduates recess. Thank you again to Governor Scott, and congratulations to our graduates. And thank you to the families for attending this commencement celebration. These commencement proceedings are now concluded.